Are we ready yet?
Yes, yes, sir. So that's fine.
Shall I start my video?
Oh, yes, sir, please.
Okay. So how am I supposed to share the presentation, or you would be sharing the presentation and we would go ahead with the slides?
So you can start the presentation yourself.
Okay. Where is it? Share
Sir, just
screen. Is that a problem?
I'll be giving the introductory part and then you can share your screen.
I don't know how to share the presentation on mobile because I'm doing it on mobile.
Okay. Sir, please will you send it to us? I will share it on the screen.
No, no, the presentation that you people have prepared. Now I am supposed to talk on that, na?
Okay, sir. Okay, I'll share the screen then.
Yeah, because I'm not prepared anything
Okay.
else. Because you people have already prepared, so I thought like we should carry forward
Yes.
with the same thing. Okay,
Okay, sir. No worries. I'll share the screen.
okay, appreciate it.
Hello, everyone. A very good afternoon. On behalf of Microbiology Department and YCIS Satara,
Oh boy, now you see me. Okay.
sir, I think there is some problem with this mic. We are getting echo over here.
Okay.
Please, will you mute for some time? Yes, good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Department of Microbiology and Yashwantrao Chauhan Institute of Science, I extend a very warm welcome to Lokesh Uttekar, sir. Sir, am I audible to you?
Yes, you are audible to me.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you. So I take this opportunity to introduce all my faculty members to Mr. Lokesh Uttekar. There is no need for senior members, but the ones like me who are not very much aware. So I take this opportunity to formally introduce you, sir. So Uttekar sir has completed MSc in microbiology and MBA in biotechnology, and he has also completed food technology certificate course from CFTRI Mysore. Uttekar sir holds rich experience in pharmaceutical industry as well as food industry. So, in accordance to this, he is the very appropriate member to guide all of us in this regard. So currently, he is holding the position of CMD at Padma Shri Biotech Private. As he is a partner in KNO Hydroponics, which is a very short notice. And you can start with your presentation and sharing
Could you please put on the slide?
Yes, sir. I'm sharing the screen. Sir, is the screen visible?
No. Yeah.
Sir, is the screen visible?
Now it is visible.
Sir, is the screen visible?
Yes. Now it is visible. Okay. Could you put on to the presentation mode? Could you put on the presentation mode? Press F5 or slideshow.
Sir, you can start.
Press F5
Sir, you can start.
Slideshow is not on actually. Only the slides are visible.
Is it visible now?
Is it visible now?
Yeah, slides are visible. The slideshow, press F5.
Sir, is it visible now?
Sir, is it visible now?
It is visible. Only the thing is, slideshow is not appearing on the screen. Or shall we go by the slides that are there?
Yes, sir. You can continue as it is.
Yes, sir. You can continue as it is.
Okay, fine. We can proceed as it is. Not an issue. Okay. First of all, good afternoon to all the staff members of microbiology department, and I would like to thank you all for giving me the opportunity to present the syllabus for BSc 3 Skill Development Course Food Safety Analysis. Before going ahead in the presentation, what I would like to share with you all, am I going too fast or shall I slow it down?
No, sir. It's okay.
No, sir. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, the food safety analyst is, one of the most important aspect of food industry. Whenever we have any sort of problem or if we need to address the pain area, we need to dig in deeper. And when we talk about food industry, in any sort of food industry, it is a mixture of two fields or two streams basically. Okay, one is chemistry and second is microbiology. Okay, chemistry comes down to the ingredients, different ingredients that we mix together and prepare the recipe and prepare the output, or whatever the recipe is there, we prepare that output. That is the part of chemistry. But microbiology ensures that the chemistry or the use of chemistry to prepare particular recipe, what we have done, or to prepare one product, it stays for a long time and the spoilage should not be there. So if there is any sort of spoilage in any sort of food industry or any sort of food product, what we need to do is that we need to analyze it. We need to dig in deeper. We need to go to the roots of the problem. So how are we supposed to go to the root of the problem? We usually go through different types of microbial examinations of the product, and then only we come down to any sort of conclusion. This is the root cause of the problem. This is the root cause of the problem which has given us this faulty product, or the product has been damaged because of this particular XYZ microorganism. So again, food. Safety analysis is very important for industry. Could we go on to next slide, please? I'm not able to see the next slide. Yes. Okay, over here we would be, I'll go back. Could you go back, please? Yes. Okay. Now our whole and whole learning objective over here. No. The second slide, please. Yes. Okay. The whole and whole learning objective for this course would be to acquire the skill regarding the microbial quality control of the food industry. Okay. Now, what we need to understand over here is that microbial quality control of the food industry is very important, because right from the raw material, right from the packaging material to the environment within the factory matters, or environment within the food industry where the product is been made, where the product is been manufactured, it matters a lot. So we call this basically CIP, that is cleaning in process. Okay, that is what we do, cleaning of the machinery before starting any process or before starting any sort of production, and we do CIP after the production. so that the entire machines are been cleaned from inside as well as outside. Now, whenever there is a hold between, now what we can say, there is a, right now pandemic was there, okay, so for 3 months there was a lockdown. So entire factory, entire area was closed down for 3 months. Nobody visited over there, no CIP was done, no cleaning was done. So there was huge microbial quality of the environment is maintained or not. The microbial quality of the food that we are gonna make, we need to check the vessels, we need to check the area, we need to check the air. Secondly, we need to check entire pipeline through which the product is going to pass. So this is again a very much most important learning aspect that we would be learning through this particular course. The second objective that we would be learning is examine the food sample of the for detection and confirmation of pathogenic microorganisms. But obviously, we all know how dangerous the pathogens are. Serious food infection can be life-threatening. So this is again the most important aspect that we need to learn to identify the pathogens through or pathogenic microorganisms that are there in the food. I guess majorly Vibrio, staph or staph aureus or E. coli is again one of the life-threatening pathogens. Which, in case if the infection is caused through any sort of packed food product or through any sort of processed food product, which could be life-threatening. So let us understand what all things we are going to cover up in our this food safety analysis course. Go ahead, please. Slide number 3. Yes. Great. The theory syllabus, it would be for 20 hours, and Unit 1 microbial analysis of food. We would be covering food spoilages, that is fermentation, raw production by the spores, then food spoilage by pathogens like Vibrio, Staphylococcus, as well as Bacillus cereus. Okay. Now over here, what I would like to mention is that food spoilage, fermentation, and raw production by spores. Usually, if you see in manufacturing of food or any packed food product, there is always heating is involved. Okay. So when we talk about heating, we say that entire all microorganisms get killed at XYZ temperature. So we have achieved that particular temperature. Still, their fermentation happen. Like for example, in beverage industry, I will tell you that when juice has been filled in the bottle, we fill it at 72 degrees Celsius, but we stabilize it at 92 degrees Celsius, or we hold it for 92 degrees Celsius for 14 seconds. This is just to eradicate all the microorganisms that are there in the pulp or the water or whatever juice we have manufactured. Okay. Still, there are a couple of cases where we face the fermented bottle somewhere here and there when it goes in the market. This happens because of the spores, heat resistant spores. That is what we call them, heat resistant spores. And all the bacteria that have been mentioned over here are capable of forming this heat resistant spores. And once these heat resistant spores are passed through this 92, they sustain this 92 degrees Celsius. And after that, when these are being gone into market, when the product is gone in the market, all the favorable conditions are been in favor of particular microorganism, like it gets back into vegetative stage, and then the fermentation or the raw production by the spores are being caused. So again, covering up this food spoilage is very, very important, because we need to understand what is the root cause of this food spoilage. If the fermentation happened, why it happened? Whether the spore was even passed through the pulp or through the any sort of raw material, or bacteria was already there in your packaging material. Like for example, when we are keeping bottle on conveyor, okay, the empty bottles on the conveyor before filling. Any syrup also, you see any syrup industry, any beverage industry, or any vessel or any packing material that has been kept on conveyor before filling it up. If the employee himself is been infected, or he himself is not been clean, or the hygiene standards are not been mentioned, there are chances of contamination happening through the employees to the food product. So we need to check that also. So to make this analysis, we need to understand which microorganism has caused the fermentation, or what are the spores or mold that are formed which cause the raw production in the food particularly. So food spoilage by fermentation and raw production happens majorly happens due to the heat resistant spores which pass on through the process. Okay. And food spoilage by pathogens. When we say talk about pathogens, but obviously either there is a contaminated water that has been used, or the entire vessel is not been cleaned properly. So again, we can see Vibrio cholera, Salmonella typhi, Staph aureus, and Bacillus cereus. Bacillus cereus, not all strains are responsible for causing the food thing. Only a couple of strains. Bacillus cereus is responsible for causing food poisoning, or what can I say, food related infections. Could you go on to next slide? Unit 2, over here we would be studying the food safety. What is the importance of the food safety? Secondly, food laws and regulation, hazard analysis, HACCP, food safety management procedures, and principle of food safety, quality, good hygiene practices, and GMP practices. Okay. Now, this is again also a very beautiful section of this syllabus. What we need to understand is that not necessarily all the entrepreneurs, all the startup should have a manufacturing process. This is a very beautiful part of the part of the syllabus, where you can start your business with just consultancy, starting up the consultancy business, where you can educate the laborers, you can educate the skilled employees, as well as you can educate the operators. You can start this consultancy business where you can talk about the importance of food safety to the food manufacturers. You can deliver the lectures, you can guide them, you can analyze their current facility, and you can tell them what needs to be implemented. Like HACCP part needs to be implemented everywhere. Like food safety management procedures are not known to everybody. And in today's scenario, if you see, we have got higher number of unskilled laborers rather than skilled laborers in many of the facilities. So to make these unskilled laborers understand the importance of food safety is again a Herculean task. Not every operator is educated about the food safety. Neither every employee of any industry is 100% aware about the food safety. So again, this portion or this section of our syllabus gives us the opportunity of starting a consultancy business where we educate food industry employees to get a higher understanding about food safety procedures that need to be followed during daily manufacturing of the food industry. Yeah. Secondly, what we need to understand is we can run a certificate course as well. We can get ourselves approved by different government bodies that we already know about the food safety, and we are capable of delivering or making people understand about the food safety. So you can give us the authority or certification authority, and we can hand over the certificate to the food industries that yes, your employees are now 100% educated regarding the food safety management or food safety management procedures. So again, this course is very beautiful course where you yourself can start your own business without any investment. Your investment be only your knowledge. Secondly, your staff, whatever you would be having, and a small office. No huge investment is needed to start any sort of consultancy business if you do these things, or if you learn all those 4 points very properly in this course. Next slide, please. Okay. Yeah. Now to execute all the unit 1 and unit 2, what we need to go through is a practical understanding also. Okay. Now, list of the experiments that we will be doing, that is direct microscopic count for sausages, tomato purees, and paste. Yes. Over here, what we need to understand is that when a student is gonna go for a job application, okay, all these tests, all these practicals are being done by you. You should know in depth of entire all the pathogen cultivation and formation on the petri dish or the slides, whatever you say, gram staining, which again is, I guess, most important part. Yeah. Yes. Over here we can talk about the probiotic bacteria as well as prebiotic bacteria, which can be incorporated. Selection of the probiotic bacteria can be done through one of these practicals, I guess. Secondly, what we need to understand over here is that once you are thorough with this practical, or you are quite aware, or 100%, you have got mastery in these practicals to do, you can start your own lab as well, a small scale lab where only food testing can be done. Okay, but only the thing is you need to get the government accreditation like AgMark or NABL approval from the government facilities. So again, it is again an investment. There is a little bit of investment, but once you go through these practicals, Once you master these practicals to do this, at back of your hand, I guess you are capable of starting your own small food safety lab also. And basically, yes, sausages, tomato purees, and paste do require a direct counting. Every batch requires direct counting. So again, it gives you a huge job opportunity also. At any manufacturing facility, you can go and can directly join as a microbiologist who can do all the sets of these experiments. Yeah, please go ahead. Okay, learning outcome. Yeah, I'll come down to this later. But initially, as we had talked about that, there were industrial visits as well as factory visits, and training needs to be done. Yes, because despite we have controlled environment in our lab, you never know what happens at the factory, or we don't have any practical, experience what happened in an industry. So once you do a project work or a field visit or an industrial visit, you get a hand over a particular, understanding of the puree industry, how tomato purees are being done, how mango pulp is been extracted, okay, then how the paste are being made, how filling happens. And at that particular visits or that particular project, we would come to know where are the pain areas, or where the problem usually arises, and why there is a need of a microbiologist, or why there is a need of all this list of experiments we need to do. Next slide, please. Okay. The learning outcome over here is like, yes, definitely, students will be able to learn the detection and determination of microorganisms associated with food quality and this thing. Secondly, you get skill enhancement regarding the quality control and the food industry. Yes, as I have earlier mentioned in my previous two slides, that this course would definitely be a value addition in your career. One thing is that you can start a small consultancy business. Okay, you can start thinking as an entrepreneur rather than looking out for a job. You can start your own business, a small business you can start which require minimum investment. That is consultancy business. You can start anytime with the good manufacturing processes and food safety standard education to the factory employees. Okay, that is the most important part. Second is like you can start with the minimum expense of, you can start your own food safety lab, where it would not, even I would say our college lab would be a big this thing. You can have only LAF and one small autoclave, and then you can start it in a 10 by 10 ka room also, not an issue. So my objective over here, or my intention over here, is that this course opens opportunity for you in both areas. Like you can go for a job, apply for a job in any food industry, and yes, definitely all these skills would be added like a feather in your hat. Secondly, this particular course gives you opportunity to start your own business also. Okay, so there is I guess ample learning out of this course that we get. Yeah, next. Okay, I guess I have finished the entire presentation. I was a little bit fast, but the key message over here is try to understand that this course is gonna open doors for you in two ways. One is for the job opportunity, and one is for the starting your own business. Thank you. Back to the department.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for explaining
Thank you
all
for
the
explaining
nuances of the syllabus and how this can be
and
effective
how
for
this
the
can be
student.
effective for the student.
Thank you for sparing your
Thank you
valuable
for
time.
sparing your valuable time.
On behalf of
On
department,
behalf of department, I'm
I'm grateful towards you
grateful towards you
for
for
sharing your
sharing
experiences
your
in
experiences
capacity of
in
proprietor
capacity
of
of proprietor of
Padma Shri Biotech and
Padmasri
your
Biotech and
experiences
your
in the industry.
experiences in the industry.
So the session was very
The
good.
session
Thank
was
you
very
once
good. Thank
again.
you.
I take this
I
opportunity
take
to
this
also
opportunity to also
thank our
thank
principal, Dr.
our
B.P.
principal,
Zadhu sir,
Dr. Pujari,
for
for
allowing us to arrange such
allowing us
kind
to
of
arrange
programs
programs
for the faculty
for the
members
faculty
and
members and
chairperson of our
chairperson
BOS
of
in
our BOS
microbiology,
Microbiology,
Dr. S.S.
Dr.
Kanse,
S.S.
madam,
Kanse, madam,
all my
all
colleagues
my
who have
colleagues who
attended
have
this
this
FDP.
FDP.
So, thank you,
Thank you,
everyone, on behalf
everyone,
of department
our
and college.
department and college.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I was thanking you all people for giving me this opportunity to talk in front of you all eminent people.
Uh, Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So, with this, I declare that the session is over. Vadikar ma'am, she wants to speak.
Hopefully the insights were fruitful, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Speak.
Yes, please.
Yes, yes.
Unmute, unmute. Vadikar ma'am, you need to unmute.
Yes, actually,
Yes,
I
actually,
I want to say that we are very much
I
proud
want to
of
say
you,
that we
Lokesh,
are very much proud of you, Lokesh.
being
Thank you.
our student. You are
Being our
present very
student,
well.
you are
I
present
hope you
very
are a
well.
very good
I hope you
entrepreneur,
are a very good entrepreneur,
a successful
a
entrepreneur of
successful
Padma
entrepreneur
biology.
of Padma
We are from the
Biology.
industry
We are
person
from the
also, and we
industry
are from the
person also,
academic
and we
too.
are from the academic too.
You are the BOS member
You
of
are
food
the BOS
processing
member
and
of food
packaging.
processing and
So I was very
packaging. So I was
interested in
very
listening to you
interested in
when
listening
you
to
were
you
giving the
when
talk
you were
on food
giving the
safety.
talk on
And
food
it was
safety.
very nice.
And it was very nice.
Again, thank you.
Again, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you all. Shall I leave the meeting now? Because
Yeah.
production is going on.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.